Happy Birthday Professor.
Comrades, today is February 23rd, 2026, and the current time is 2018. As part of a new initiative to standardize time readouts, the Institute will now be exclusively using military time readings, using UTC-6 during non-daylight savings time as a basis. We expect the administratum to make numerous mistakes during this transition period. That concludes today's announcements.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
Well, we're off to a great start, I guess. Hello, comrades. Good evening. I don't know how I ended up being muted. I'm so good at this, I swear. I don't know how this happened. I'm a professional streamer, and I still cannot get this right every time. I get this wrong every single time. Anyways, how are all of you doing, gamers? Yeah, I'm a professional streamer. Don't trust me. Trust the process. How are all of you doing? Welcome to a very different stream because I figured, well, I should probably do something to celebrate birthday, but I'm really bad at celebrating birthday stuff in general. But my friend still had, like, I still have these 2 MREs that my friend had left me a long time ago, and they've been kind of sitting on my shelf for, like, well over, like, almost 2 years at this point. So I figured, well, I might as well try one of these out for stream, because I think it'd be kind of fun, and we haven't done anything like this in a while. I don't think I've actually done a hand cam stream in a very long time, so I think it might be kind of nice to try something a little different again, right? It'll be fun, as they say. Also, thanks Zoingo for the resub, and Ray as well. I appreciate the McChicken money that I will be using it for, or emotes or something at some point. If you want to, by the way, before, I know we're not actually in the camera scene. I want to at least try seeing if I could somehow manage to do a just chatting segment for at least 10-15 minutes, because I've never really tried to do this before, so it might be kind of fun. I know it's really hard to do that type of thing unless you have, you know, some, like, a bajillion topics to constantly bounce off of, but I'm gonna try to see if I can at least be mildly entertaining until then. Also, mostly because I'm trying to let I'm kind of fearful of actually consuming this stupid thing. Also, hello everyone who's joining us right now, which means that is Xanth and Goldenrod and Zeoposer and Sun and Infidave and Kev, I know, is here, and Dark Pika, and did I miss anyone else? That's about it for now. Channel my inner ADHD and go on whatever tangents feel good. Listen, I could, if it was up to me, I could talk to you about, like, public transit stuff all the time, and it'd be a lot of fun to talk about that type of stuff. Like, for example, I've recently been watching this YouTuber. I don't know why, but he's local to my area apparently, and one of his biggest videos that he did is he went to every single train station in our, like, urban, I guess this, I'm trying to describe it, like, urban, like, in our major metropolitan area. And it's quite something.
GLD3NR Lady Gifted Pharaoh's God A Subscription GLD3NR Lady Gifted A Tier 1 Sub to Pharaoh's God.
His TTS will always be so funny. I don't know why I have to say so much of it, but thanks Goldenrod for gifting Ferris Asgard a sub. I know it's just like, I think, a random gifted sub, but I appreciate the sub gift. When's the Christmas cover? The Christmas cover is whenever I finally have like free alone time to record this, so no one can judge me, because it's gonna sound bad. Like I don't know how to tell you this, but I was trying to sing some Christmas songs in the car the other day, and let's just say they all sounded really not good, and you will probably want to tear your ears out at some point based on how I sounded. And I know Ray was saying she wants this one song. Some other people suggested some other songs. I know Katusha was like another one. I don't have a full set list yet, and I do want to at least include one bonus song that's not Christmas themed, because I think that'd be kind of fun to do. And I think I'm settling on that one song from Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater called Snake Eater, because I actually really like that song, and it's probably like my second most sang song at whenever I go do karaoke with my friends. I don't know why it's that specific song. I've gotten really good at it, even though I don't have the ability. You know that thing that people, like good singers do, like a vibrato type thing, where they're singing and then towards the end of the note it like thrills between up and down. I don't have that ability. I know it's something you have to train for, but it's something I've never really learned, because I'm not professionally trained as a singer. I was never in any choir programs or anything like that, so it'll be a little interesting to try out and see if I can figure out how that works. I will try. Oh my gosh. Oh, right. In the background, I am downloading a bunch of Steam demos, in case one of them seems at least vaguely interesting to try after we eat this MRE. Right now, I have downloaded 2 games of note. There is one called Modulus, a factory automation game, and then the other one is Burned Horizons, which is kind of like a, you know, one of those tactical RPG, turn-based strategy, tactics games, except this one features, like, you know, just soldiers, like human, like US military-esque soldiers, and you are trying to survive. So it could be a little fun. It might be a little dark, though. And obviously, I'm sure you've seen the schedule today. Like this week, we're doing Rimworld tomorrow, Workers and Resource Soviet Republic on Wednesday, because that has been like a requested game for some reason. I don't know why people like really like that game, but it is a little different, and maybe people just really want to see horses. What is it with everyone's obsessions with horses? Is it because I don't want to play Uma Musume that you want your horses in another form? Is that what it is? I will never play Uma Musume on stream, I'll tell you that much. But I mean, if there's a horse game, I don't mind playing it. I know Steam had a horse fest recently, and I actually did look at some of those horse games. I was like, I should just download one of these and just be like, yep, this is our horse game. This is our horse stream. You wanted your Uma Musume. This is the real Uma Musumers. When the Kairosoft Uma... Oh man, that actually would be kind of funny. I actually could have done that too. I forgot about that. I don't actually own that one. I actually own a lot of Kairosoft games on Steam, on my phone, but not on... I don't own any on Steam at all. I think the one I played the most are like... I wish I was joking, but the ones I played the most are the convenience store one and the airport one, and then the restaurant one. Those are like the 3 that I have the most time in. I don't know why those specifically speak to me on a spiritual level, and so that's the ones I have been playing for a very, very long time. It's good stuff, I tell you what. They're a lot of fun. I can't believe I'm being called Unk. Listen, if you don't know, by the way, yeah, my birthday was last week, on the 20th. If you don't know how old I am now, I turned 31, which is mildly cursed to think about. I'm now ancient, I guess, in the eyes of many, and so that's where we're at now. This is where we're at. 31 years of age. I've seen many things in life, and I don't know where I'm going with that statement, but let's just say being 31 just feels like I'm 30, just with less fanfare, and I'm sure I'm gonna feel that way for the rest of my life now too. You know, in the medieval ages, this would be considered the halfway point. There's very low chance you'd survive past like 60 realistically in the medieval ages, so if anything, I'm probably only a third of the way through. That means I've got a lot of time left. And who knows? I'm probably still going to be streaming as a VTuber in about 9 years. And if I somehow am still a VTuber at 40 years of age and I'm still using this model, that'll be something. That will be... I don't know if that's a good thing or just vaguely cursed. At what point does a VTuber just need to hang it up and say, I'm kind of done now? I'm kind of done now. I will say there is one thing I do want to try. I am planning on trying something a little different. I know I've been trying to do like edited video gaming content. That's a little hard for me to do because it eats up a lot of time. In the near future, if I actually get around to doing this, and I'm gonna need to basically practice some editing and recording, is I'm hoping to start like some kind of food channel at some point. It'll be separate from the main regular channel on YouTube, and it's strictly going to be about like, here's me reviewing a whole bunch of different noodle joints, and yeah, it's probably not good for my blood pressure, but I think it's going to be something it's something I've been wanting to do for a while. There's a lot of YouTubers or content creators who specialize in a specific form of cuisine that they like to talk about, and I think for me, noodles would be that type of cuisine. Because I do consume a decent amount of noodles, and also a decent amount of rice and other things, primarily a lot of Asian food. So hopefully, well, we'll get around to that. If I ever do something about it, I will post about it on Discord, and it'll realistically be like short form content is probably what it's going to be. So unfortunately, yes, it's going to be like TikTok core, unfortunately, but that's what the people unfortunately like. That is where society has moving towards. What is long form content? No one cares about like sitting down and watching like a 30-minute long video. No, all anyone wants nowadays is just like 1 minute slop content that you can consume without having to think about the ramifications of what it's doing to your brain, because it's like, oh, you get all this cool information and entertainment in the span of like a minute or 40 seconds. Back in my day, we had to like watch long form videos. You're watching 1 hour Soviet games. I still watch long form videos. Like my favorite form of content is still video essays. Like, I legitimately love listening to and watching video essays, especially about video games. Like, I can't remember the name of the channel, but there's this one guy I remember watching, and he basically did like an hour-long, like, XCOM retrospective review thing, and it was like one of the better seen. It was amazing. Or like, if you watch something like Defunct Land, I think is another. Oh shoot, I'm losing internet connection, aren't I? What the fuck is happening? Uh-oh. Whoa, that was weird. Hello? I lost internet connection for like a couple seconds. Hi, I'm back. But yeah, I like watching channels like Defunct Land and stuff like that, which has like a lot of neat content for like just viewing while I'm eating. Legitimately is probably the best way to describe how I consume content. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. But I am one of those people that like I need to have some kind of YouTube thing to watch while I'm eating, or or a Plex server. I have like a bunch of like one of my guilty pleasures is watching garbage serial TV. I like watching 911. That show is really stupid, but it is very, I guess for lack of better words, like vaguely comforting. And so I enjoy watching that one quite a lot. Didn't know Star Wars had a Fox game until you saw it. You can learn a lot about different, different games. Oh, what is going on? Yeah, there's a lot of different games you can learn about if you know where to look. That's the fun part. I'm also trying to find a music playlist to play that's not going to get me copyright struck again before we start eating this MRE. Also, I did look at the poll. Right now, the poll basically says you all want me to eat the spinach fettuccine, which I am very, very concerned about. I think the cheese tortellini probably won't kill me, but spinach fettuccine sounds like I'm going to want to throw up, and if I end up throwing up, I will blame all of you for it. I also have some sauces and spices to at least maybe make it better in case it's awful, but I guess we're gonna find out. All right, now the question is, what music are we listening to today? Is there like a relaxing Final Fantasy playlist? Relaxing, or Final Fantasy town music playlist? Because usually town musics are always really good. Okay, 9 hours of relaxing Final Fantasy music playlist. Oh Jesus, that's a long one. Cozy JRPG town music. This one would be okay. We got Twilight Town, we got Legend of Zelda, we got a bunch of other ones I've never really heard of. Some of these are probably gonna get me slapped around, so maybe we don't do any of those. Let's not do that. We'll just do Final Fantasy's probably okay. Anyways, and then after I eat this thing, which may take like 1 to 2 hours depending on how fast I am with this, I can either switch to pivoting to another game, or I can switch to just turning it to just chatting thing, or I could just end stream and go to bed. and I can just relax for the rest of the evening, which is also a very valid option, right? So let me know what you're thinking, because I do have a bunch of games. I've also been playing a metric ton of what's the stupid thing called? Rabbit and Steel recently too, which is probably one of the best games I've ever played, especially with the new update. It's fantastic. Play FNAF 1. I already played FNAF 1. I'm not gonna play FNAF 2 or 3. Oh, I don't know if you saw that thing where Markiplier crashed out about Poppy's Playtime 5, where he's basically like, this game is bad, his story's bad, everything about it is bad, and he refuses to play the like a 6th game if they ever make a 6th game, which I thought was so funny. I'm like, this man is crashing out over Poppy's Playtime 5. I've never played any of the Poppy's Playtime games, like, ever. He's one thing you need to remember. Only watch a vid while eating too, about only time you can between work and school. Free time is rarity. Right now your head's just fried. Well, at least you're able to relax here, right? Because usually there's not a lot of modding work to do other than like banning the occasional bot. Oh, you want to see the crash out? Hold on, I think I've let me pull it up real fast. Where is Firefox? Let me see if I can just pull it up on screen so we can look at it, and then after this we'll transition to the MRE. Let me see if I can find the stupid thing. Here we go. Markiplier Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. Let's see. It was like he did like a 5-minute video. Oh, here we go. I think this is it. Hold on. He's super unhappy.
Animation of it. Not fast. Anyway, whatever. This was a.
Oh wait, hold on. I think that's a bad one. That one has like some random music over it. I'm trying to find one without like that random music. I think I can find the rant. You know, probably easiest if we just go here and then we just skip to the end.
Welcome to Poppy Playtime.
Let's see here. Where is it? Where's the anger? I think it's like right around here probably. I'm sure it's somewhere on this video. You can just see that he's just like sick and tired of this.
Oh yeah, no, that guy did sound familiar. I'm sure he was from before. Yeah, you're right. That guy, that is the same voice. Totally.
Okay, hold on.
If only we hadn't killed him. As random could be, being like, hey, here's a cool set piece. It's now it's happening. Now is this fun. And it doesn't matter if that set piece is interesting. I liked the aesthetic of that a lot better. It was random. Why was that there? Just to be an obstacle. That's it. It didn't have any.
I think this entire rant is basically like this entire thing where he's like complaining about like different aspects of the game.
But when you're playing a game, you should know why A is connecting to B and then.
I'm not gonna like play the whole thing, but the general gist of it is that he doesn't like it because a lot of the game elements just don't relate to the main plot line, and the and just, yeah, like a lot of Chekhov's gun not firing, and a lot of things like from the previous games, I guess, like doesn't like tie in very well to the current one, and there's a lot of mechanics that are just there just to be busy work. Something like that. Is that the director of Iron Lung? Yeah, it's the really sick, cool guy named I don't remember what his actual name is. Yeah, his name is Markiplier. His name is John Markiplier, and he's a really cool YouTuber director. You should take a look at his sick new movie Iron Lung, which actually wasn't okay. I talked about this before. I'll say it again. I don't think Iron Lung's a very good movie, but from a fact that it's a purely independently created film, the amount of success it has is amazing. And I think a lot of the physical effects was a really great thing that they pulled off in that film, but the actual movie was actually not that good, is my honest opinion on Iron Lung. I wanted to like it a lot, but it's bad if I start to fall asleep in the middle of a movie, because that seldom happens unless I'm super tired, I'm on a plane, I'm on a train, or it was just not a very good film. So I think it was just not a super spectacular film. It was just a very much, this is a movie that exists, and I would watch it again if my friends wanted to watch it, but I would not watch it again on my own personal time because it's not really worth it. Okay, that's my rant about Iron Lung. I've talked about it a bajillion times. All right, who wants to go eat an MRE? Hold on. All right, hold on. I need to switch to a different scene, and I have to make sure I get this set up correctly. Wrong scene. All right, this is the right scene. Okay, so actually no, let's use the big one. This is the one we use for RimWorld. I figured this one might be a little better to use today. How do I do this again? It's been a while since I've had to do this. So first of all, let's throw the little Pokemans back on. And then I need to put the actual camera on. How did I do this last time? I'm using a program called, hold on, let's get some music first. Let's get some BGM. So we're gonna use, we'll try this playlist. I guess we'll use Final Fantasy music for today. That or we switch to Pokemon. Okay, and then I think I have to pop this out, which it did. Oh, geez, is that really the best? Is this the only way I can do this? Oh my gosh, I guess so. This is not a very good way of doing it. Oh god. All right. Is this? Oh, hold on. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, no. Use harness storage. Okay, so it is set to highest. Is that really the only way to do this? Hold on, I'm getting it set up. Hold on, I'm trying to get it set up while I pick music to play in the background. I don't really. Is this how I did it last time? How did I do this? Hold on. Do I have to add a camera source? It's been so long since I've had to do this. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Oh, okay. I think this is it. Okay, so we're gonna use this. Oh, it just throws it on, huh? All right, let me. All right, I guess it's just there now. All right, hold on. I need to actually move this in front of me because I'm actually at my desk. So give me a second. I'm gonna need some. You know what? What's another good game series that has a really good relaxing soundtrack? I don't want to use anime OSTs because that one you'll typically get copyright struck with. But with anime OSTs or with video game OSTs you generally don't. I guess it's fine. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second to move things. Gosh, this is a disaster. Okay, hold on. Let me angle this a little bit. Okay. So I need to angle this. And I need to probably move it a little bit this way. I think this is probably fine. Oh my god, the light doesn't want to stay up. Okay. Cool. Alright, can you hear me fine? I hope so. Okay. Oh, this is my dessert. I bought a nice little, I don't know, Japanese pondering donut at the local Asian market that they just happen to have them in pre-packaged containers. And I'm like, sure, that's fine. All right, are you ready to live, laugh, and love? I wish I was joking. Oh, is it too loud? Okay, let me lower it. All right, hold on, let me adjust the camera a little bit. I need to like make sure it's a little. There we go. I think that's more correct. Oh my god, the camera, please. So, hello, I'm eating MREs. I am gonna eat MREs. Hello there, Luminous Soul. How are you? Okay, so you wanna know why I'm using this as my tray? Okay, so I used to have a metal meal tray that you would find on like a channel like Steve MRE, but I have no idea where it went. Like, I think I lost it at some point. And so I forgot I didn't have a tray and I needed to find one. I happened to be at the Asian Mart today and they had compartmentalized meal trays like this. So I'm like, all right, let me just grab it. And I was like, it was either with a bear face or the duck face. It was like $10. So I'm like, all right, that's fine. I washed it, so it's probably clean. And we're gonna eat an MRE off of this thing. And I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay. 1 second. So, the choices today, these come from my friend who well, I think they work in the food industry, as is the best way to describe it, and so they provided me with these MREs, and I'm like, yeah, I'll eat them. I should probably ping them that I'm like eating these on stream right now. So we have menu 14 creamy spinach fettuccine, and oh, let me move my body. This one says menu number 13 cheese in tomato sauce, cheese tortellini in tomato sauce. I don't like any of these. Like, I don't want to listen to the Final Fantasy random JRPG music. I need something like better. You know what? Maple Story. Yeah, we'll give you a second. Maple, oh lordy, story. Oh, I see. Let's do that. Okay, that's fine. Here we go. 2006 Maple Story GMS OST. That's way better, because when I played Maple Story, I was playing back in, well, 2006 basically. So this is actually appropriate for me. It basically dates me, tells you how old I am. God, I miss old Maple Story. I can't go back to playing current Maple Story. Anyways, these are the two that I have. According to a poll on Discord, you all want me to eat this one, which is, I think, way worse sounding. So that's what we're eating today. Welcome to MRE Menu 14 Creamy Spinach Fettuccine. God. Am I really doing this? Alright, well, let's get started. So, this is straight from the Department of Defense of the United States of America. Meal, ready-to-eat individual, warfighter recommended, warfighter tested, and warfighter approved. It is gonna be absolutely full of regret. Pre-gret is also a thing, because I am definitely pre-regretting this. Okay. Man, sounds good. You remember these? Yeah, these are MREs, exactly. And my nails, no! It's fine, don't worry. Hello, Alana, how are you? You're just in time to watch me eat this abomination. Actually, wait, hold on. Let me just ping my friend real fast. This is like, hey, I'm eating your MRE real quick. Are my nails? I don't know. Like, I think I clipped it on something, and I meant to like trim it, and I just kind of forgot. So. Oh yeah, by the way, if you haven't seen this yet, look at my beautiful tray, because I couldn't find my metal tray. So I have a live, laugh, love tray instead that I picked up at the Korean market. So that's right, we're gonna live, we're gonna laugh, and I am not gonna love this. This is gonna be so bad. Every time I keep thinking about this, like, I'm reminded of like the vomit. I'm like, this is gonna be disgusting. Like, I'm gonna hate this. Anyways, menu 14 creamy spinach fettuccine, made in Salpaco Inc., Mullins, South Carolina, zip code. This is U.S. government property, and it is illegal to resell this. Well, thankfully, it was not resold to me. Oh, wait, that's actually really interesting. Flameless ration heaters are prohibited on commercial airlines unless sealed in the original meal bag. Oh, I just realized the vertical version does not have the camera. Hold on, I need to put the vertical thing on the. I need to give the vertical stream the thing too. I completely forgot. 1 second. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's fine. Just put it in the bottom, and then I don't know, somehow manage to center the screen, and then I don't know, make it big. If you're watching on vertical, I pray for your soul. I don't know anyone who regularly watches streams on vertical. There is, here we go. I can't remember how to read this, but I think it's basically, it's produced on the 32nd day of, I want to say that's either 2021 or 2001. Actually, let me look this up real fast. Okay, hold on. To read MRE dates. Okay, here we go. Okay, so MREs have a date, and it's basically, since the codes repeat every 10 years. Okay, so 01 means it's either 2021, 2011, or 2001. Take your pick. Realistically, this is probably 2021. I believe they actually do not have this item on the rotation anymore, is what I was when I was like doing some research online, just trying to see like, is this still a product that is still in circulation? It does not seem to be so anymore, which is probably for the best because I don't think anyone wants to really eat this. So, and then anyways, the 32 is the date, so, or the day, so it's 32nd day, which would be February 1st, essentially. February 1st, 2021 is the most likely production date of this product. So we'll see. Let's see how this pans out. Thanks, Waha. How are you, Conrad? Tinaki Jorts indeed. How are you, Waha? Thanks for the resub. I appreciate it. 47 months is crazy. You're almost at 4 years. By the way, the mouse tracking is going to be really janky. Mostly because there's a huge amount of distance between me and the iPhone, and I'd have to make my mouth move really, really large to get it to work. So if you ever see why my mouth's not moving, that's literally why. All right. Oh yeah, by the way, before I forget, before I open this up, I just want to show you what my setup looks like for this stream. I posted this on Discord earlier, but in case you want to know how I have this operating, let me download this real quick. 2 downloads, and let me just show it on screen. Where's it? Here we go. I don't know how this is set up. This is literally how it's set up right now. I have a phone on a mount, and then I couldn't find a light, so I had to get like another like light that I happen to have that I use for 3D printed lamps. And I'm like, it's just hanging over the phone, and I'm like, that's probably good enough. I can actually change the lighting too if I really wanted. Like right now it's set to white, but I could be like, oh, I want like a more bluish or more orange tone. But I think a plain white is perfectly serviceable for today. I could, but I don't really want to figure out how to set that up right now in the middle of stream. I am literally just trying to delay eating this as much as possible. I'm not gonna lie. I think if it was a cheese tortellini, I'd be a little more excited, but I think for this one, I'm a little more concerned. Oh, the other additional things. I may or may not be drinking this today. This is a shimichi clam extract supplement that I found at my local Japanese grocery store. I have no idea what it's supposed to do other than it sounded cool, and it was also like $4, and I was like, I saw the words clam, and I'm like, I want to try it. Clam extract in a bottle. Additionally, I have this beautiful pondering-esque donut that I picked up from the local Asian market. That's going to be my dessert for when I'm done with stream, probably. And finally, if I have time, I'll give you a second. If I have time, I would like to drink one of these. When I was in Japan in 2024 with Ray, I found a wonderful shop that sold large amounts of umeshu and they also offered a sample package. So I have not really drank most of these. Oh shoot, it's upside down. So I've been sitting on these for quite some time. I've only drank 2 of the 5 bottles that are in this package, and they progressively change, like they get darker. This one was like almost like a white wine looking color, and this one was like a very light yellow, and then as you can tell, it becomes more and more amber as it goes on. And so I've been sitting on these for a while. I want to drink this last one before we go to Japan again, so I'm probably going to try drinking this one today, which is I don't remember what the specific flavor for this one is. I have like a entire pamphlet that I'll read later before we try to drink it, but it's some pretty good stuff. They all have very different flavor profiles, and I actually can tell, yes. So that's potential for later, because I drink this over ice. Alright. Alright, let's get started. Here it is. MRE number 14. Creamy spinach fettuccine. Alright, let's just open this thing up. It says there's a peelable seal, so I guess we'll see if I can peel this without having to use a knife. Alright, let's see here. For the entire week of sodium. Yeah, I probably should watch my sodium for the rest of the week. Oh my god, am I... This is what the seal looks like. Oh my god, okay, I did manage to open it. I thought I was like, am I that weak? Hello, Airman Joker. Thank you, comrade. How are you? Alright, I got it open. Alright. Let's get this out onto a tray. Alright, so... let's see if I... Again, we're gonna put this on my Live, Laugh, Love, Bear tray. Let me put it over here so I'm, like, not blocking it. Okay, so... What the heck is actually in this thing? Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, so... Here's our... Oh! Something leak? Hold on. I don't know why it's sticky. I'm scared. I don't like that my beverage bag is sticky. It's... Oh, it's like oil. It's like mildly greasy. That's not a good sign, I think. Alright, here's my FRH. This is our flameless ration heater. Let's see. Maybe it's nothing bad. Maybe it was just that one item. Okay. You know what? This would go great with Pokemon music. Let's listen to Pokemon music. That's probably gonna keep me happy and excited for this. Come on, OST. It's possible the heater was punctured. If it's punctured, I don't know how I'm gonna eat this thing. I don't have a way to heat this up. Well, actually, wait. Yes, I do. Hold on. Okay, Pokemon Chill OST mix. That's fine. Okay, here's the peanut butter. It is also, like, weirdly greasy on the back. What the heck happened in here? Oh, Jesus Christ. Something with oil must have leaked inside of the package. One of the food packs showing oil phase separation. Okay, yeah, one of these things definitely leaked. I don't think it's the peanut butter. But anyways, there's peanut butter, I guess. Alright. Let's see what else we got in here. Alright. Creamy spinach fettuccine, nutrition information, also the heating package. Alright, what do we got here? Carbs, protein, fats. God, you're like looking at that list of ingredients? Jesus Christ, what's on this thing? Water, spinach, and cream. Pasta, mushrooms, garlic, onion, modified food starch, blah, blah, blah. Seasoning, including cheeses. Vegetarian chicken. Okay, this is a vegetarian dish. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna check very carefully. We got crushed red pepper for seasoning. By the way, if I hate how this tastes, I have a better seasoning packet. It's called Popeye's Cajun Sparkle. Alright, here's our accessory packet. I don't drink coffee, so I'm not gonna be drinking any coffee today. But there is your mints, your toilet paper, your sugars, and all that other stuff. I might actually just keep this sealed. Actually, these aren't supposed to be airtight, right? Or, like, these aren't supposed to be, like, vacuum packed, I think, right? I hope not. I don't like coffee. You don't understand, I'm a baby who likes drinking sugary beverages. Chocolate protein drink powder. Well, I'm not really fond of chocolate beverages in general. I guess we'll maybe drink this, but I guess for the full experience I have to drink this. I don't like drinking chocolate-based beverages, honestly. But I guess it's part of the experience. There's specific things I like to drink, and it's primarily citrus, okay? Honey mustard and onion pretzels. Alright, that sounds like a delicious snack. Alright, what else we got here? My god, listen to that. It is like a brick. It's like knocking on wood. Good lord. 170 calories in this entire thing. This thing is like super dense. Alright, well that's fine. What else we got next? Ah, yes, our regulation spoon. Beautiful as it is. Everyone's favorite. What's left in here? Oh, what the? I didn't realize these came with a first strike ration bar. Cran raspberry flavor. Nutritious energy bar. I haven't checked. I don't think I've seen a cheese packet yet. Oh, this is basically a fruit bar. Raspberry filling, maltodextrin, food starches. Oh yeah, this is basically like a fruit by the foot, right? Wait, no. Corn syrup, crisp corn, apple granules. Okay, so it's like I don't know, some kind of like a fruit bar basically. Okay. Nutritious energy bar. God, that's a lot of 260 calories. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised these things don't have caffeine, honestly. Okay, wait, okay, so the last item in the pouch is the actual, well, creamy spinach fettuccine. Like, that's it. There's no cheese in here. Then what was leaking? What was causing the oil problem? Can I get botulism from eating this MRE? Am I gonna die? Are you all about to watch me die on stream? Okay, yeah, let's see. This one seems to be holding pressure fine. I'm not seeing any visible leaks. This one's sliding around a little bit. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be vacuum sealed or not. I'm not sure if this is this supposed to be vacuum sealed? It is sliding around on the inside. I'm not seeing anything super crazy. Seems generally okay. Let's see. The peanut butter is definitely still sealed. I like there's an air pocket here that I can move around. So this one's definitely still sealed. Although, yeah, well, that is like that really needs like some squeezing. Okay. Oh, trust me, we'll get through the crackers in a bit. Not seeing anything of note on this thing. Oh, hold on, wait a second. I do see a tear, like, right here. I don't know see if you can see it. But there was a tear on the honey crackers. Or on the pretzels. Oh, yeah, that oh, okay. Actually, no, it still feels sealed. Yeah, I don't think that's it either. It's still sealed. Alright. Well, it should be okay. Yeah, it's not all the way through. So the only other... So what could it be? Because there's the FRH... But you can still see, like, the oil, like, on the package. I don't know if you can see, but there's, like, a slight amount of iridescence, like, right around here-ish. I don't know what would cause it, though. Yeah, we'll just have to go through these carefully. Okay. Alright, so for the full experience, I assume I have to eat everything on this meal, right? Alright. What do we start with? I guess the first thing to do is we gotta get this thing heated up, right? Yeah, I mean, as far as I can tell, everything smells fine. Let me actually up the light in my own space real quick. Give me a moment. Oh, apparently I had maxed it out already. Okay. Okay. I guess first things first is... Well, I kind of want to see what's in this. Let's try the honey mustard onion pretzels first. What is this made out of? What is enriched soft red winter wheat? All right, let's try it. I'm gonna just use that little tear that's already there. It smells okay. I'm not sensing anything strange. See, the thing is with this pretzel seasoning, it's kind of hard to tell like any mold on it because it's green anyways. But, I mean, that looks fine, I think. Right? Is that fine? Yeah, no, it's not Snyder's. It's like something else. Honey mustard and onion pretzels, made by Sapaco Inc., Mullen, South Carolina. All right. Let me nibble on it real quick. The flavor on these things is like really light. Like incredibly light. Like I don't know if it's because my mouth is so accustomed to sodium, but as I'm eating this, like I'm not really tasting a lot of the mustard. I'm tasting like small amounts of onion, but there's really not much going on in these things. Yeah. It's really light, which is really weird to say because if you look at it, like, look at how much, I don't know if you can see this, look how much powder is on this stupid thing. Like, this thing is dusted. I don't know how, yeah. Like, it's super caked up. But it's like not super crazy. I'll eat one more and then we'll crack open something else. That's true. My teeth are still alive. Okay. Let's see here. Alright. Let's try this one. What year is this MRE? 2021. I'm pretty sure it's 2020. The year code said 01, so it's either 2021 or 2011. Take your pick. Okay. I'm gonna try out the, You know, I'm gonna take off my ring real fast. I don't want my ring to get dirty. So I'm just gonna take this off before Ray's like, why is your ring dirty? So, that's right. Wait, look at this cute little box that I have, that my ring is in. Fun fact, did you know about the one fun fact about this ring? It has like a, when we were picking the ring out, it has like a, what's it called? Like a tree bark pattern on it, which is really cute. We bought these from 2013 from eBay. Okay, so it's probably for sure then 2011. I thought I had started this from the beginning. I'm gonna start this playlist from the start. Okay. I'm gonna eat the Grand Raspberry flavor First Strike Nutritious Energy Bar filled with 260 calories of raw American energy, which unironically primarily comes from the sheer amount of carbohydrates in this thing. This thing is 22 grams of sugar alone. Well, it's nice of them to remember to include fiber in your diet. They are adding a nice 3 grams. Maybe they should have added a little bit more considering what this is. I don't know what this production code is though. There's a production code of 20 or 0024 on it, which whatever that means. All right. Crack this open. Let's see if I can hear a nice hiss. I didn't hear a hiss, but it's probably okay. I mean, it smells fine. Okay. I'm just gonna smell everything, make sure it's okay before I actually consume any of this. Okay. So, here's our... This doesn't look very appealing. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know. I'll take a bite. It's leaving a very sticky feeling in my mouth. Oh my god, it's getting in between my teeth. Oh no! Ugh. I mean... God, yeah, this really is just like a granola bar. And that's just like very chewy and fruity. You know what? It's actually not that bad. I think it's actually okay. Not my first choice of a snack, but I guess if you really need some fiber and you need some fruit in your diet, this is perfectly serviceable. Listen, I'm consuming this from a pretentious civilian perspective who likes to eat soup and high sodium content and mostly Asian foods, okay? I am not the market for this. Actually kind of nice. Like, the fruity flavor is very subtle. So it doesn't feel like you're eating, like, sugar, right? Like, there's definitely, like, I think a lot of that sugar actually comes from the natural fruit. And there's probably some high fructose corn syrup in this, because of course there is, but... It's almost like the texture of... Like, someone took a Starburst and added granola bits to it. Is probably the best way I would describe the texture of this product. The flavor is very light on the fruit, I will say, compared to what I was expecting, but I think I'm used to like candied fruit leather, which is way more high sugar, and so this one being a lot more subtle in sugar is actually kind of a nice change of pace. This is, I think, probably like, obviously I've only eaten 2 items on this line so far, but I think this one's probably like my favorite thus far. It's actually quite nice. I'll put it in that love section of my tray. How about that? It also doesn't like make your hands sticky. Yeah. Like, I'm feeling a little bit of stickiness from it, but it's actually not that bad. All right. Shall we consume... Oh, let me drink my water real fast. I don't want to like... I don't want to die. I'm gonna... Realistically, I'll be honest, I'm probably not gonna finish every single item on here. I'll eat what I can, but... You know, I don't think I'm gonna finish an entire MRE, quite frankly. Alright, everyone's favorite, the brick. I like how it's so vacuum packed, you can see the texture of the cracker behind it, which is saying something. I'm actually kind of curious, like, if I press down on the corner... Oh my god, yeah, you cannot move this thing. There's a little bit of, like, seal stuff here, but I think it's probably fine. Yes, I will heat up the main. I just haven't heated it up yet. I will heat it up, though. It is on my list of things to do. Actually, wait, how am I supposed to heat this up, actually? Don't these normally come with a bag? Or am I just supposed to put the flameless ration heater next to it in the sleeve? We'll figure it out. Also, hello there, Wookie Bookie. Let's eat this cracker first. We're gonna do the main last. Takes about 10 minutes. We'll do it after I eat the crackers, mostly because I want to use the time in between to just kind of talk. Yeah, that's gonna be the plan. All right, let's try this out. Oh my god, these crackers are... Oh, that actually had a really nice hiss. Ooh. That was a strong hiss. All right. So I get these bad boys out here. I mean, it smells fine. Hold on, let me take care of my trash real quick. Oh my gosh, that one crumbled immediately. Whoa, that crumbled really fast. All right, let me just eat this little sliver. It's supposed to be like a saltine. I mean, yeah, that's like every other saltine cracker that just has no salt on it. God, this thing is crumbling all over me. Yeah, it's probably the best way to describe it. Like, it's someone decided, what if we made a saltine cracker, but didn't actually require any salt on it? It's such a weird feeling. I guess the nice thing about it is you can use it as a thickener for, I guess, certain parts of the other meal that you may not like as much. All right, I'm trying to open up the spoon. Give me 1 second. All right, let's get our regulation spoon on here. God, I will say, one thing I love about these things is not only are they thick, they have a really deep well compared to a lot of other spoons. So I've seen a lot of like plastic spoons, they don't have like as deep of a well, so liquids, it's like hard to get liquids in there, but this one, that's thick. I like that. Actually, wait, hold on. How deep is this? Hold on. Yes, I have calipers. I think around... That's about right. 10 milliliters. That's about like 9.5, 10 milliliters deep. That's kind of crazy. Okay. Yeah, I guess they don't want you to oversalt it by extension. I guess that makes sense. I don't keep the spoons. No, I can't be bothered to keep that many spoons around. Why would I? Alright, give me 1 second. I'm trying to move things around. Alright, let's, I'm gonna squeeze the peanut butter a little bit, just so that I can kind of mix it up. I don't want to, like, I don't want, like, a mouthful of oil. I think this is still fine, right? Like, there is a noticeable air bubble. So, I think it should be okay. I mean, I'll smell it. If it smells rotten, then I'll just toss it and not consume it, as I don't want to die. Alright, so we're just gonna... What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna squeeze it, like this, and try to balance it out, and it should be fine, I think. Hello, Jaylee. How are you, comrade? Oh, it's the local jellyfish. How are you? What were you playing? Welcome, comrade Jaylee, and hello, comrades who are joining in to this very janky MRE consumption stream. Thank you for doing the shout out for Jaylee. How was your stream? Hello, hello Raiders. Welcome to my very janky birthday stream. I turned 31, and so I'm celebrating by consuming this ridiculous military meal. We haven't even gone to the main yet. We're just kind of poking through the sides real quick, and then we'll get to the main. This is supposedly peanut butter, is what it says. The main for today is creamy spinach fettuccine. I have not heated this up yet. This is gonna be awful. Just realized this thing is only like 210 calories. Anyways, we're gonna try consuming the peanut butter real fast. Okay, so fun fact, I did actually post a poll on Discord which one I should eat, and this is the one that won. Okay, this is the one that won. If you want to know what's on the plate right now, this is mustard and onion pretzels, and this is a First Strike bar, which is, I guess, like a calorie-dense granola fruit bar. I think they just wanted to see me suffer, and so today we will be suffering. It's okay, I have accepted this as my fate. So, yeah, you're gonna catch us eating the peanut butter real fast. I don't think there's a tear on here. And then after this, I will start heating up the main. I have not heated up the main yet, so it's just been kind of sitting here. We got the FRH, we got the main, and then we got our little pouch. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this. Because this thing is still oily. I don't know why this is oily. What is wrong with this? Alright, well... The honey mustard one is actually pretty good. This one's actually, like, not a bad thing. I will say the only weird thing about this product is that you might notice it's pretty well dusted in seasoning, It does not have that much flavor. It is fairly bland, surprisingly. And in case you're wondering, yes, I actually do have like a giant oversized lab coat, which fits in with the model that you're looking at. Isn't it great? There might be some cornmeal on it. Anyways, we'll try this out real quick. Tear at corner. I can't really do the... Okay, hold on. You want the mustache? I have to like reach over everything so I can get to the YouTube studio. I put on the mustache because now I gotta search in my list of items. Which one of these is the stash? I think it's literally called Touch Mustache for some reason. Okay. Now I gotta shrink this down. Alright. Alright, good enough, I think. Perfect. Is am I supposed to tear it here? Tear at corner. Okay, so it says tear here. Am I incompetent? I think I got one of the good ones. Is this supposed to be a good one? I don't know. I didn't like the sound of the menu. Am I really bad at tearing corners? Holy cow. Oh my god. I can't open this. Let's try from the other corner. Hold on. Ranger bar combos and PB. It's not combo. It actually might be combos, yeah, actually. Oh my god. I don't know if it's because my hands are greasy now. Hold on. I have a knife. Give me 1 second. Alright, I have this highly questionable X-Acto knife that I've been using for various other non-food related things, and you may have noticed it's a little dirty, so let me quickly clean this up real quick before I slice through this. I don't have any scissors on hand. I only have this X-Acto knife. Better not accidentally cut myself on this. Alright. I'm sure this is fine. I'm sure this is fine. Wait, do I have another knife? No, this is it. This is the only thing I have. Okay. This creepy fettuccine, he's like, just throw that away. Yeah, I looked at it. I'm like, I'm not looking forward to it. It doesn't sound very good. The other option was cheese tortellini, which I think would have probably been actually better. All right. I got the peanut butter open. Let's see. Will it actually be peanut buttery? Oh my god. Look at it. It's like a little alien poking its head out. We're giving birth to peanut butter. Peanut butter birth. Wait, actually, that looks like normal peanut butter. Holy cow. Smells like normal peanut butter. I'm gonna eat the peanut butter alone first. I mean, yeah, that just tastes like peanut butter. Yeah, I mean, it just tastes like peanut butter, like perfectly fine, perfectly serviceable, very normal peanut butter. The type that would go perfectly on a cracker. And I don't know why my bag of peanut butter is farting. That's really weird. I was like squeezing it, and I guess I like hit a bubble of air. I don't know. I'm just making sure that it actually tastes like peanut butter, okay? Maybe it's like mutant peanut butter. Also, hello, Shogun. Hello, Ryuji. The MREs. It's okay so far. We're trying out the peanut butter on the cracker. I also like just eat over my tray so I'm not like a savage putting crumbs everywhere. Wow, that is, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like, whatever you expect peanut butter and crackers to taste like, that's exactly what this tastes like. To literally no one's surprise. Your friend says the cheese in that tortellini is like plastic. I'm not missing much. Oh, Basically, I didn't have any of the good ones with these two, right? You know what I should do? If I ever get my hands on either a Japanese or Chinese MRE, I will eat it on stream. I legitimately would be very interested in trying out an Asian MRE. Like, those sound so interesting. I would probably die from the Chinese ones, but the Japanese ones are probably safe to eat. Yeah, so this is a fruit bar. It's got like raspberry and cranberry flavors. All right, let me at least finish off this cracker. Kind of odd that I'm listening to like foreign military marches while I'm eating an American MRE. Oh my god. Oh no. It's stuck. Good enough. I think the French have the most luxurious MREs. Is what I remember reading. Like, I think they even come with like little like wine bottles or flasks in them. Like small plastic bottles of wine. Is that because every Frenchman wants to eat their meals with wine or something like that? It's actually pretty good. I don't know if it's just because it's like a typical flavor that people just like are very comfortable with. I'm gonna eat some hardtack. I don't have any hardtack on me. Most people don't keep hardtack in their pantries. Want your pizza MRE? I would eat a pizza MRE. I think I've had two other MREs on stream before. I can't remember what the first one I ate was, but I know one of them that I ate was the I want to say it was like a maple sausage patty of some kind, and that was perfectly fine. Oh my god. Holy cow, my mouth is... It's turning into like concrete. It's turning into like concrete in my mouth. Good lord. Oh. I feel like I'm about to die. It's been a while since I've had peanut butter crackers. Okay. I don't eat it very often. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. Alright, I'm gonna... Give me a second. I'm just gonna put the peanut butter to the side here on the paper towel so that I don't have it like interfacing with the actual main, but I just want to keep it there so that it's a little separated. You like how cute my tray is? It literally says live, laugh, oh you can't see it, and then love. In Stone Mountain, Georgia? Are you gonna go visit the peanut butter factory? Sorry, I'm trying to read chat at the same time, but it's a little difficult. Wait, I have an idea. What if I take my phone, and if I make this stand vertically, I can probably read chat a little bit easier with this thing. Alright, that's probably fine. Okay. You barter your peanuts for nuts or pound cake or more crackers? Crackers are pretty good. You watch like... I also love watching Tasting History. I was really happy when he did like an episode on Filipino food. I think it was on Sit specifically. I was like, oh my god, I know that food. We make that food. It's good food. Oh no, this is literally just a live, laugh, love bear tray that I picked up at the Asian market. I'm gonna break this in quarters just so that I can... Okay, well, I tried to break it into quarters. Just gonna put that over there. God. It's so messy. Alright, let's actually do the important part. Let's actually heat the main now because I've been kind of putting this off for far too long. Okay. How do I actually heat this up is the main question. So we have the sleeve, right? Big old sleeve. You can put the meal in here. And obviously I need to put the heater in there, but how do I activate this? I know it's water, right? I thought these only came in like a bag. Oh my god, I really need to have a knife with me. Okay. Oh, okay, cool. So I didn't realize that they actually do keep the bag with the FRH in here. Okay, so cooking instructions. Remove MRE and paperboard sleeve from the MRE, tear off the top of the bag, place the MRE in the pouch. Okay, got it. So I did this wrong. So the correct way to do this is I'm gonna open this up. And then I'm going to, I guess we're gonna tear this open. And you run them. Oh yeah, no, I know how they smell. I'll be okay. If I have to, I'll open a window. Alright, we're gonna tear this open. Oh, is the camera struggling to focus? Hold on. How do I make it focus better? I don't know why it's like struggling to focus. I'm sorry. How do I make this thing focus again? Hello? I think I need to give it something to focus on. Let me see. Spoon, follow down. Okay, there we go. I got it to focus. I can't believe that worked. I just had it follow the spoon and it refocused. Amazing. I'm a genius. All right, let's throw this thing in here. So, put the meal inside the funny bag. Okay. Okay, so now it's in here, and then fill with water up to this point, and then we're gonna fold it over itself once it's filled in, and then we're gonna put it into the sleeve. Okay. All right. And I have a nice bottle of water here for this. All right. I don't really have a way to really show you as I'm doing this. I guess it's probably the best angle to do this. Trying to get you a good shot of me doing this. Oh my god, I can take off the mustache in a second. I'll do that in a bit. Okay. I may have overfilled it slightly. I'm sure it's fine. Okay, and then or until it reaches level. Okay, yeah, I'm a little above. No, I'm not gonna be fine. Okay, hold on, let me water out real quick. Okay, now I don't have enough water in here. Now I have to pour a little bit more in again. Okay, there we go. I think that's fine. Okay. So then fold. And then stuff inside the sleeve. And then I guess just leave it in here like this. Oh yeah, I'm smelling that funny smell in there. Okay. Do I need to shake this? Okay. And then I need to, I'll just give it a little bit of a spadagle, and then I need to put something, I need to put this on something. What can I put this on? Oh wait, I have an idea. Wait, I'm a genius. This might actually work. Hold on. I'm so good at this. I'm using my tactical FRH or first strike ration bar FSR. See, there we go. All right, now we just wait until this thing decides to heat up, right? For about 10-ish minutes. I do like, I will say, I am like always enamored by the concept of like pre-packaged meals and just seeing like what people are willing to do and like the history of like how these things came to be. Like, I don't know if anyone ever like watches or reads about like how rations like started out, or like ultimately like how far food technology has come. Like, you know, back in the day, people are carrying around like really heavy, you know, cans, right? Nowadays, it's just a flameless ration heater. As long as you can have water, as long as you got water, you can prep your meal. There you go. It's great. I should probably try out this chocolate protein drink powder. Unfortunately, I don't really like chocolate beverages. But I will try anyways. The only problem is this, I don't have a spoon for this. But I guess I can just drink it out of the cup, right? And it's probably okay. I'm not gonna pour it into a cup, I'm too lazy. Allow, just chemically purified to stand 30 minutes before adding the beverage powder. Open zipper, add 8 ounces of cold water to the fill line, close and shake vigorously, consume promptly. Alright, well, I guess we'll give this a shot. You know what they need to put in these things? I'll tell you what. They need to put soup. Put soups in these packs of like MREs, and people will be instantly happier. You know, why this hot beverage bag? Just put like chicken bouillon powder, and people will be happy. I know there's like soups in some of them, like the winter themed, like the wintry ones, right? Is this even heating up? I don't think it's heat. I don't think it's working. Hold on. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, after I shook it around a little bit, it's working now. Yeah, okay, I had to shake it a little bit just to kind of get it activated. Hello there, Boomhouse. How are you, comrade? Oh, there is a chicken noodle MRE. Well, no, hold on. Chicken and noodles is a different dish from chicken noodle soup. It's actually completely different. All right. Too much angle. There we go. Much better angle. Perfect. Like on your MRE, you got a chocolate chip pastry, aka pastry cookie. Is it delicious at least? Let me take off my stash. Now I can take it off. Man, I can actually smell that. Yeah. Okay, fine. There we go. Much better. Now we await for 10-ish minutes or until it stops. All right. All right, let's try this. I guess I'll at least try the beverage just so we can say we tried it. All right, so chocolate protein drink powder made of 280 calories, and that is a lot of sugar. Holy cow, that's a lot of sugar. 14 grams of protein in this. Oh my god, yeah, literally the first ingredient is just sugar. This is just sugar in a bag. All right, well, let's give this a shot. Why did that get flagged? Daily trying to type sugar got auto-modded. That's so funny. Alright. Is it just a scoop of... You know what, maybe I don't drink this then, and I just give this to my brother who might actually want this instead. Or someone else maybe want this. Should I drink it? Alright, how about this? Why don't we do a poll? Let's do a... Let me do a poll. Poll. Consume protein powder. Yes. No. We'll give it like a 3-minute vote. This MRE is from 2021 is my assumption. Yeah. It is actually warming up. You know what I like watching? I don't know if anyone ever watches this, but there's this YouTube channel called Dancing Bacons. Very interesting fellow from, I believe, I believe he's Singaporean, possibly. And if you ever see his, I don't know if it's a he or she, their content, they do a lot of videos of like prepackaged foods from like Asia, basically, right? Like prepackaged instant hot pots that all you have to do is put water on top of a flameless ration heater, wait 15 minutes, and then you have freshly cooked rice and freshly cooked or reheated chicken and beef and maybe fish. It's very interesting stuff, and I'm like, man, I need to buy one of those and maybe eat them on stream. One knows from your partner who wishes only good things from me. Yeah, that or Ray's trying to maybe get me killed as well. Who knows? Maybe Ray wants to collect that wonderful life insurance policy. Is that what Ray's trying to do? Is that what's happening now? Well, I'm just adjusting how I sit. Give me a second. Oh, jeez. I keep bumping into this table. I don't know if I sit very weirdly. I don't know if anyone else sits like this, but the way I sit is a lot of times when I'm sitting, I have my one foot underneath the thigh of my other leg, and that other leg is usually hanging down, like off the chair, right? And because the foot is giving extra height to the other leg, now my foot can't actually sit flat on the floor, and now it's just dangling, which is, I don't know how to describe it. It's a very weird way of sitting. And then I'll complain in about like 15-20 minutes that my foot fell asleep, and then I'll just adjust it, and now the other foot is the one that's underneath. I think this is another shake. Oh yeah, that's hot. Oh yeah, never mind. That's doing its job. So, what's the flat cookie? Was it like from an MRE? Oh, you said you're eating another MRE, right? But yeah, I would like to definitely try some other. I'd definitely like to try some foreign MREs, but I'm not gonna be able to easily get my hands on, like, you know, a Chinese or a Japanese or a French or even a Russian or Ukrainian MRE. Though those do seem interesting. Than the one he gets. Wait, really? Where's your friend getting their MREs from? From like the back stockpiles that the U.S. Army is just hanging on to? Maybe he's a Marine and he's just really getting like the literal scraps. Or maybe he's National Guard. Hi, Garm. Good evening. How are you, Garm? Welcome to this weird stream. Alright. I guess I'm eating this. Alright, we'll drink this thing. Alright, so I'm just gonna crack this bad boy open. Kind of make this visually appealing. Alright. Okay, so I have to... Alright, ready to see this? Oh my gosh. I don't drink protein powder beverages, I need to emphasize. Oh my god, it just like started spewing out chocolate powder. I mean, yeah, it smells like chocolate. Let me take a look. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but there is a hefty amount of like dark brown powder. Here, I got an idea. If I move this light over here, let's see. Yeah, you can see like that chocolate powder at the bottom. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to move things around. Okay. Yeah, not exactly my first choice of beverage, but the people have willed it so I guess I'll give it a shot. Alright, so it says fill up to the line and then shake vigorously for 60 seconds. I got some mildly cold, but not really super cold water anymore. Gonna have to do. How are you supposed to... You know what they need to do? They need to put the water fill line on the inside of the bag, not just on the outside, I'll tell you that much. Some Asian instant noodle products do that, and it's so much nicer than trying to guesstimate where the heck the line is. I think I got it. Yeah, I think I got it, okay. This is, it's a protein drink. Is that what you call a milkshake nowadays? Is that what we call milkshakes? Okay, so then seal the bag. I hope I sealed this correctly. And then shake vigorously for 60 seconds. Chocolate protein drink powder. Actually, to make sure it doesn't spill, I'm gonna like I'm gonna roll the top just so that there's a minimal chance of the seal breaking from shaking it around. I don't know if you can hear it, but if you want to get some like bottle, you know, beverage shaking ASMR. I don't know if my microphone's picking it up. Oh my god. I don't have a straw is the problem, and I can't really be bothered to go find a straw, honestly. I guess I'll just drink it out of the bag. That's how that's how you would do it out on the field, right? You just drug it out of the bag. This thing's still heating up. When did I put this in here? I haven't actually been paying attention to how long it's been like heating up. At some point I probably should like actually eat it though. Oh geez, it's still hot. Okay. All right. Anyways, how are you, Garm? Have you played... Oh, wait, you don't play Star Sector, right? I mean, my assumption is that people probably just, you know, pour it into their mouth like a cup. All right, let's give it a shot. Yeah, tell us. I'm curious how people drink this out on the field. I'm not going to pour it into a cup. I'm too lazy. My god. Oh, it smells. Okay. So that's the beverage. It is thick. I'll say that much. I don't know. I can't get to focus. All right. I'll give it a shot. You know what? Wait, I have a spoon for this very reason. Let's just use the spoon. Is there supposed to be chunks? Is that normal? Okay. What I'm hearing is I probably didn't shake it enough. Oh, I'm supposed to knead it out? Okay, hold on. Alright, give me a second. Oh yeah, that's like super bad. Hold on. Well, you know what? How about this? Why don't I drink this? Like, why don't I like sip this? Oh my god, it's like really grainy. Huh. Actually, not that bad. Actually, it reminds me of Milo. Actually, yeah, wow, that just, that is very reminiscent of Milo, which is probably like a drink that maybe 3 people here have drank before. If you're Asian, you know what I'm talking about. Just maybe without the meatloaf texture. Let me seal it back up again. Let's just try to, see if I can knead that out. Powdered muscle milk. Yeah, that's what I think. That's exactly what we're drinking here. Oh shoot! When did I get this cut? Every time I look at my body, there's like just another like injury that I've apparently somehow managed to sustain without any knowledge of where it possibly came from. A cat. I actually do have 2 cats, but no, it's not the cat. All right, let's get us another rapid shake, and then after this we'll just go switch to eating the main. I'm curious what the main tastes like. Okay. Yeah, surprisingly, like, I don't really drink protein beverages. I'm just gonna roll my sleeves up a little bit for this. I don't wanna get my sleeves dirty. My beautiful pristine lab coat cannot be tainted by the horrors of chocolate. No, this is not like hot chocolate. This is literally just a like a protein powder. Yeah, it's still lumpy. Oh my god, I'm literally seeing dry powder in here. Anyways, here's the Oh, Jesus. Yeah, okay. Tried a little bit. I don't know what I did wrong, but it's very grainy. It's very odd. I definitely didn't do it right. Well, I think it's time to move. I'm just gonna put this away, put this aside. Let's go to the main. I will say I'm a little disappointed this thing doesn't have like a built-in strong gusset so that it can't stand up on its own. It actually must be on. It has to be leaning on something, which is a little disappointing. Put that to the side so we can eat the actual main course that we're all here to experience, that you all apparently wanted me to eat for some unholy reason. Hi, Rory. How are you, comrade? How have you been? I know it's been some time. Hopefully you're having a good time. But welcome, Rory, to eating creamy spinach fettuccine. I'm just licking the spoon again. Just trying to make sure the spoon has no more I'm just trying to make sure the spoon has no more chocolate flavors on it. All right, here we go. Let's put this over here. Put this back in the love. All right, creamy spinach fettuccine. Do I still let? How long does it say to let it sit again? I forgot to check. I don't know. Mac and cheese sounds pretty good, honestly. Erika. Okay. After 10 to 15 minutes, the top half of the bag can be torn off and the MRE can be removed and eaten. All right, sure. Okay. Oh, I tear it right here. Okay, perfect. They make it so easy. It's like, oh my god. Why is this so difficult to tear? Oh my god. Alright. If you want to know how badly I mangled the bag, it's pretty ripped apart. Okay, I'm just gonna dump this on top of the crackers here. It's probably fine. Maybe it adds a little bit of texture. Alright, ready? Here it is. Our nice... Oh, jeez. Some of it's hot, some of it's cold. I'm just gonna massage it real... Oh, Jesus Christ, it's hot. This is why I have sleeves. I'm gonna try to equalize the temperature throughout the bag by giving it a nice little massage. Basically, I'm just kind of moving my hands like a wave. Alright, I'm scared. Shall we? Oh. Visually, that doesn't look appetizing at all, is all I'm going to say. Oh, I'm just trying to squeeze the bag out. Well, these were sent to me by my friend, Shogun. Or by Ryuji. Okay. Okay, hold on. You know what? I think Jaylee's right. Aside from being a very messy bag, hold on, I need to like clean my hands real quick. I'm pretty sure this is actually just a pesto. Like, I'm tasting it, and I'm like, this just tastes like a pesto. Like, it's not actually as bad as it could be. I don't want to get my lab coat dirty for this. Hold on, I'm just gonna free my sleeve. You can see like little pasta bits in there, and yeah, hold on. Let me look at the ingredients real quick. Parmesan cheese, paprika, vegetarian chicken base. Is there like is there any? There's no basil in this at all. Okay, it's the parsley. Okay, hold on. I was like trying to figure out like what is this green look, but I'm like, I don't know. Let me try it. Let me try a bite. Let me try a bite with the pasta. Oh my god, I'm trying to like scoop in. Oh right, it's spinach. You know what, actually? That's not nearly as bad as I thought that was gonna be. It's actually not that bad. It's actually okay. The pasta has the texture of, like, a canned soup. That's literally what it tastes like. Like, canned... Like, imagine a Campbell's chicken noodle soup noodle, but thicker. Right? It's like that level of mushy. There's like a very small amount of like pressure that you still need to chew on it. Yeah, it's like a chicken pesto without the chicken. My understanding is like, so this is creamy spinach fettuccine. We can see that there is spinach as the primary ingredient, right next to all the other bits and pieces. And then obviously we got like the garlic, sugar, etc, 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 etc. The main thing to, I think, keep in mind out of here is that they're not using real meat. There's mushrooms, I believe I saw somewhere on here. And it's not even a real chicken base, they're using a vegetarian chicken base. This is very much a, like, vegetarian dish, for all intents and purposes. Well, the fettuccine, quote-unquote, is basically this thick noodle, which does look like a little bit like fettuccine, but it's... an actual... If you gave this to an Italian, the Italian would stab you 3 times over. Oh my god. Ooh, ugh. I'm debating if I want to open this and use the salt that's in here. Wait, I have an idea. Hold on. It did come with this pack of, crushed red chili peppers, so I guess we'll give this a shot. I don't know. Sound of Destruction is the friend that gave these to me. Alright, at least the peppers look fine. I'm not really much for spicy food, but I think this needs something. That's a lot of pepper. Let's see if this helps, or if I'm just gonna die. Maybe I shouldn't have put that much. I don't eat a lot of spicy food, but we'll see. Oh. Oh god. I don't have that high of a spice tolerance, unfortunately. Oh. It's okay, I got water. The water's not helping. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. Yeah, you should invite your friends to have MRE meal-offs. I think that'll be fun. I dumped the whole packet. I didn't think it was gonna be that much in there, and then I was like, the more I poured into it, I'm like, there's a lot in there. Oh man. Like, I think my biggest complaint is that obviously being on this tray, it cools down really fast. If this was warmer, I think it's actually not that bad, but because it cooled down relatively quickly, it's actually kind of gross. Like, it's not the worst thing I've ever eaten. Like, legitimately, just throw some chicken in this. Yeah, I think legitimately, this just needs some chicken, and it'd be perfectly fine. Otherwise, I don't know. It's just very much okay. I don't remember if Sound Destruction remembers the other ones that they sent me. I know there was the maple one. I think you actually did give me like an egg omelet. No, you did give me an omelet one. I do remember the omelet one. What was the branch? Hello, Normar. Yes, we're literally eating an MRE for this birthday stream because I had my birthday already. I'll show you what I actually ate on my birthday, like after this. I'm pretty sure we actually did have some kind of an omelet. I don't remember if it was a vegetable omelet, but I definitely remember an omelet of some kind being consumed on stream. I'd have to like look through my Twitter posts from like a long time ago. I might even still have the VOD sitting around somewhere. But yeah. Oh, it's Army and Marine Corps? Okay. But yeah, I remember like I didn't like the maple one that much. Or the sausage patty. What was the other one? It was either an omelet or something else. Like I remember like there was one really good one that I liked a lot. If I die, can I... No, if I die, my computer goes to Ray. I'll tell her to destroy the hard drives first. No, it wasn't the tortellini one. I have the tortellini one still sitting around. Like, okay, here, let me see if I can articulate how I feel about this dish. There is a very strong, there's a very strong spinach flavor, I guess is the best way to describe this. It very much feels like a pesto dish, based on one, the color, and the flavor. Oh my goodness, my nose, I'm sorry. Thank you. However, like, my biggest issue with this dish is that there's like no texture to this other than like grainy slop. Like there's a lot of like diced up spinach that you can see in here, and that's why it's called, you know, spinach fettuccine. But your texture literally just comes from the the very chopped spinach and the pasta, neither of which are very solid. And I think that's like the biggest issue with a lot of these MREs. So there's like no solid texture to a lot of like the main course. And I think that's like my biggest gripe. Hello, Exonia. Hey, comrade, how are you doing? Thank you. Hopefully you're having a good time. I think a lot of your texture is basically going to come from like these things and other ones. Like there's other ones that have texture, but you really need like a protein in this, and I think like that's my biggest gripe. Like for me, I like to have a protein with every meal, and it's usually like fish or chicken, beef or pork. And without any of that in here, it's just doesn't. It's just like, that's why it just looks like a pile of puke. The color doesn't lend itself very well. Yeah, I mean, it has been retort cooked to hell. I mean, that does make sense. You've been awake for 36 hours. Why have you been awake for so long? Oh my god, it's getting cold. And disgusting, actually. Still think that this one's unlucky. I don't know, I think it's okay. I think obviously the other thing too is it's gotten cold already. And I'm not eating fast. I'm eating fairly slow because one, I'm streaming. I'm trying to talk at the same time. But overall, I'm trying to think, what would I compare this to? Okay, so you know like those microwave frozen dinners from like Stouffer's or Mary Callender's or Lean Cuisine? I would put this below that. Like, unironically. Like, I put this below those frozen dinners. And that's if that tells you how it is, that's exactly what it is. At least for the main entree, that's my opinion. You forgot to sleep and the sun came out while you're focused on something and you... Well, good morning then. I guess, even though you've been awake for 36 hours. I think the best part about this meal, unironically, was either the PB crackers or this bar. This bar actually was not bad. I actually liked this bar. It's like this frozen dinners are designed to be shelf stable for 5 years. I'd be amazed if they made if a frozen meal could be shelf stable. Like, at that point, what's the point of making it frozen in the first place? I don't want to eat this. Like, the more I look at this, I'm like, I don't want to eat this anymore. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't force myself to eat this. Oh. I'm not gonna turn this into a smoothie. That's even worse. Actually, wait, you know, you turn this into a smoothie and then you serve this over actual pasta. You'll have like a really thick pesto pasta sauce. I mean, that's definitely a way to use it, I guess. I'll do like one more bite. Like one more bite of this thing. It's not even, it's not, I know it's not pesto, but it's like, conceptually, it's fairly similar, I think. You're swapping out the basil for a metric ton of spinach. Try the pasta on a cracker. You know what? Fine, sure. It's fine, we'll try that. We'll try Garm's wild and wacky idea. Maybe I don't know what a pesto is. Maybe my concept of a pesto is incorrect. Why did they get rid of the pesto, MRE? Pesto chicken pasta sounds really good. Alright, we'll do what Garm's suggesting. Here's our little, thing on cracker. Come on, camera focus. There we go. You know what? That's not that bad, actually. Actually, yeah, wow, that's pretty good, actually. Okay, hold on. I think Garm's onto something here. Let's take a little bit of the... whatever this, like, green sauce is. Is this gonna stain my tray? I'm gonna laugh if this tray is, like, stained green by the time I'm done with this. Oh, yeah. Let me look at the ingredients on this thing again. Like, I'm like genuinely curious, like what they actually season this thing with. Okay. It says there's mushroom. Whatever mushrooms are in here are very either finely diced or like just pureed into the sauce. Garlic, onion, modified starches, seasoning, various cheeses. They put onions on here twice. Oh, okay. So my assumption is that in the sauce that there is actual garlic and onion that was probably like pureed into it. And then the seasoning blend also contains like probably, you know, onion powder and garlic powder is my guess. Vegetarian chicken base. I don't like, I get the fact that they're making like a vegetarian dish, but God, I hate when I see things that are like vegetarian chicken base. Just use chicken base. Just go all the way and just make this a chicken dish. This would be like way better. Like if they had just put in like, I don't know, like half a can of chicken, like half a can's worth of chicken meat in this would be like instantly better. But I guess it would also add a lot of weight. This is like 8 ounces worth of food. You add chicken to this thing, you'd probably bump up to like 10 ounces and probably the cost would go up like way more too. Chicken probably like lack complete like any texture, but I definitely would prefer this to be chicken. I think I'm just not I don't like vegetarian dishes. I'm sorry. Such a weird like dish. This reveals he hates vegetarians and wants them all to die. Yes, I want the vegetarians to perish. They should all become carnivores if they want to live. Being a vegetarian means you have a weak bloodline. Or alternatively, it means you are a gentle soul who wishes no harm upon animals. But yeah, I'm pretty sure like this with chicken would be a lot better, but probably the cost of it would be way higher, and that's why they probably wanted to pivot this into a, I think probably the reason why they made this, like the chicken pesto pasta, into this vegetarian dish was probably because it was the easiest one to pivot into a vegetarian dish. Like, take out the chicken, put in like chopped mushrooms, and there you go. You have like a vegetarian dish. All you gotta do is swap the chicken base for vegetarian chicken base, and you're fine. It's not so much a concern with the MRE, but the general idea is that vegetarians are supposed to be given as a wide range of people as possible. I know what you're referring to as well. Because I know a lot of like humanitarian MREs, right, that say the UN provides to war-torn nations and whatnot, and the US produces a lot of those. They are strictly vegetarian because it's the easiest thing that, you know, can be consumed by a large quantity of people, especially like somewhere in, say, like the Middle East, or maybe you need to give food to predominantly vegetarian countries, like say like India or something like that. Yeah, it's predominantly like lentils, chickpeas, rice, beans. Like basically you still get your proteins and you get like your carbs and whatnot, but it's all easy to be consumed by the widest range of people. And it makes sense, right? It makes sense, and I understand why they do it. The humanitarian MREs are like lentils and chickpeas and rice and beans. Oh, sorry. The Army National song came on, you were singing it. I sometimes sing some of those songs when I listen to them too. Although I don't know the Army ones very much. I know like Katyusha and like Yuki no Shingun, and I think like parts of Panzerlied, which is really weird. I don't know why, because I speak like one of those languages, kind of. Eat the powder mix to add less water, and then it becomes a pudding. Oh, you know, a pudding one actually doesn't. Making it in pudding actually doesn't sound that bad, actually. Scarecrow's around. Well, I also just don't like chocolate beverages very much, so I wasn't gonna like it very much either way. Like overall, you know, I mean, if you're out in the field and you got nothing to eat, it'll feed you. Honestly, I think I probably would have liked the tortellini a little bit more. Cheese tortellini sounds a little better. I know people are saying like it's plasticky, but like, listen, it's simple. It's easy. It's probably in a tomato sauce. Very easy to understand. There's one MRE that has pudding. What do you mean by that? Do they make Asian themed MREs? Like, do they make like MREs that are like Asian dishes, like in like modern U.S. military MRE rotations? I'm kind of curious now. I should look this up. Hold on. Let's see. Asian MRE USA. Let's see. I'm kind of curious now. Alright, Asian style MREs include the Asian style beef strips menu 22. Okay, wait, now I need to know about this. I need to look this up. What is this abomination of a dish? Asian style beef strips with vegetables? Oh, I found a photo of it. I know MREs are generally not going to be visually appealing, but good lord. It's kind of like dog food, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm not trying to be mean, but, oh, lord. It's like just in... It's just like a monotonous brown sauce with, I guess, quote-unquote Asian vegetables in it. That's that's probably not that's not good. I don't like that. I don't like that. That's we consume not looked at. I know. Like realistically, like you're not eating this out on a tray. You're eating this out of a bag, right? You just need to shovel it into your mouth, and as long as it tastes good, then it's fine. Like, I think legitimately, this out on the field, eaten from a bag, freshly hot, and not talking to a, to a chat box, or to all of you basically, for a cup, for an hour, letting the food get cold. It'll probably taste a lot better when it's not cold, when it's hot, fresh from the, from the FRH. Yeah, you're a chat box. I didn't say chat bot. I said you're a chat box that I'm looking at. In which case, I think I get it. I think it's fine. I haven't opened this yet, by the way. I don't drink coffee, but I do have water in my water heater. I guess I could make this Bill's Brew. The heck is that? Oh, it's a pepper flake. But yeah, if to answer your question, Immortal, I would say that this dish is, yeah, it's passable. I would say this is edible. This is perfect. I need to like refocus the camera. Hold on. The only way to refocus this stupid thing, I don't know why, is to put something like in front of it and then have it focus on it as it goes down. I don't know why this is the way to focus the camera. Okay, there we go. Speaking of Garmin, how much MRE do you use? Okay. But yeah, I think this is fine. I would say. Oh, speaking of weird foods, by the way, hold on, let me grab something real quick. I'm not gonna eat it right now, but I don't know if anyone's ever seen those videos of like onigiri in a bag or in a container, like instant onigiri. I found this at my local Chinese market. Yes, these do give a kick. I was in pain. I found this at my local Japanese there's like a Daiso near me, and so I picked this up, and it's like a literal onigiri that is, you have to just open the bag and fill it with water, and then you will have a fully ready to eat onigiri, which is like I think I saw like a YouTube video of these one time. It's an interesting concept. The only problem is that these things are expensive. This thing is like $4, and I was like, that's a lot of money. Also, the more interesting thing is you can actually heat this up with hot water or cold water. 15 minutes with hot water, 60 minutes with room temp water. I'm not gonna eat it right now, mostly because I don't really want to, well, open up and make a rice ball right now, but it does seem kind of tasty. I do like onigiri, but I don't really want to eat onigiri right now. Is it worth it? I mean, if you say so, but I don't want to eat it right now. It's one of those things, like, if I'm, like, desperate for rice and I don't feel like cooking rice, then this is my rice dish. Alright, I should probably try to eat more of this, but I really can't be bothered to eat this. I'm trying not to eat so much, mostly because I did eat a little bit earlier, and the more I look at this, the less appetizing it becomes. Oh my god. How many calories is 210 calories? Okay, so realistically, I probably have only eaten like maybe 200 calories total. I didn't eat that much of this. Maybe the peanut butter has the most. Maybe I probably have like 400 calories out of all this. Just close your eyes and chow down. I'm not gonna chow it down. I'm sorry. Distract yourself, get into a fight with your girl. I hope your fight doesn't become a full big problem. You must find peace. Answer your question, I still have the other MRE still. Menu 13, cheese tortellini and tomato sauce, or as they say in France, tortellini au fromage sauce tomate. You can see it's been kind of sitting on my shelf because it's kind of got some dust on it. God. When was this one manufactured? Hold on. Okay, this one was also manufactured in 2021 or 2011, depending on your interpretation. Bye, Ryuji. Have a good evening. Yeah. Alright, so if I have to rank this, I would probably say... I would probably put the peanut butter and crackers at number 1. So, number 1 dish. We got this one, which I'd probably put at number 2. I actually kind of like this bar. It's actually pretty tasty. If you didn't see this one, I'll take another nibble out of this. And then this one, I'll put it at 3rd, the little combos. And then the main, I'd probably put in last place. I just was not a... It was like, okay, like I said, it's okay. It's a perfectly serviceable dish. I just don't want to eat it. This is a cranberry raspberry flavored ration bar, whatever they called it. There's like, it's like bits of granola in this, and so it's fairly I don't know how to describe it. It's fairly chewy, say the least. Yeah. Like if you nibble on this, hold on. You take a bite like about that size. I don't know if you can see like my bite mark. Now, if you take a bite about that size, you're gonna be chewing on it like a Starburst for like a good couple minutes. The texture is just someone combined them like a Starburst with a granola bar. The flavor too, like, yeah, you can chew on it, but if you suck on it, you get the better flavor. It's kind of strong, actually. Not too bad. Oh my goodness. Should I put this away and go eat the better meal? I do have this beautiful... Wait, actually, what if I eat my little donut with coffee? And then I get a mug. I don't have a mug next to me. Actually, wait a second. How are you supposed to drink out of this bag? Fill with water to appropriate fill line. Add beverage powder. Remove air secure. Add to the FRH. Activate. Drink. Sleeve insulates hot beverage and protects hands from heat. How are you supposed to drink out of this? I'm not gonna. Okay, you know, no, I'm not gonna drink the coffee. You're right. Let's not do that. I don't know. All right, how about this? I offer the choice. Put this away and consume my donut with alcohol, and we just continue talking for like the next until I'm tired, or continue keeping this MRE on top of my table, and we'll just slowly nibble at it through the rest of the evening. Thanks, Kahila. I'm glad that you're able to join us for this thing that I'm doing. Hope we had a good week, Kahila, and weekend in general. You're not suffering too much. I don't know. But like, it's like I just can't. I don't want to look at this. It's so. Oh wait. Wait. Let's free the bear at least. Let's just free the bear. Well, I guess the question is, what game would I play? I did download a couple demos from the Steam Next Fest. I could also play. I was also considering. Does anyone want to join for Rabbit and Steel? We could do community Rabbit and Steel lobby, and hopefully nothing bad goes with that. Hans, I am not streaming Uma Musume. I would not stream Uma Musu. Rip ping, you'd actually join. Yeah, I mean, I don't think the ping matters that much. I think it's fine. Find mass cast arena in the game because of the comp. I have to look that one up. I don't have a horse game. No, I don't do Lunar. I think it'd be hard at most. Mostly because I have cleared Lunar never. I've never cleared Lunar. Lunar is very difficult. It's either that or it could switch to what's the funny game called? Helldivers. Are people still trying to kill are we still marching on Cyberstan? I have not checked at all what's going on with that game. No? Wait, Cyberstan was lost? Oh. Sheesh. Uh-oh. Is it? Okay. All right, Rory. Tell us what's the news from the front, from the war front. Mana reinforcement budget. Okay, so the devs couldn't find another. They couldn't find another 400 million soldiers on like the backwaters of Malevolent Creek or something. Okay, that's unfortunate to hear. Okay. In that case, I do feel kind of bad for wasting this, but I just legitimately can't force myself to. I don't want to force myself to fucking eat this. I'll just like toss it later and clean it up. But God, I like look at this and I'm like, I am vaguely disgusted. Sorry, little bear. Actually, it's not staining, which is nice. Okay. Okay. The eggs. If he doesn't like playing a super hell dive difficulty, now you're supposed to take care of him. Oh, okay, gotcha. You're trying to. Okay, gotta get the planets back and maybe go for round 2 on Cyberstan. Find mass cats. What was the game? The game was previously called Hidden Cats. All right, let's have a. Okay, how about this? Why don't we do a little bit something more refined for a little bit before we continue? I'm gonna be right back so I can clear up my get a cup and some other stuff. I will return momentarily. Okay, I'm back. We're gonna do something a little bit more relaxed. Give me 1 second to shove this somewhere else. All right, give me a moment. At least have a nice, relaxing, nice thing for a birthday for once. Let me at least have a nice little beverage to go with this stream. So I have this wonderful set of umeshu because umeshu is like probably my favorite alcoholic beverage. If you don't know what this is essentially, I believe in the West it's commonly localized as like plum wine, essentially, and it's basically, yeah, you take like the Japanese plum and ume and then you make alcohol out of it. You basically just put it in with a bunch of like shochu and rock sugar and you just let it sit for 6 months to a year or more, depending on how long you want, and you get a beautiful little beverage. Now there's actually like multiple ones in here, as you can tell, but I've already drank these two and they all have different flavor profiles, and so we're gonna be drinking the middle one, which is called, I'm trying to find it on my little pamphlet here. Nomitsu. Okay. 12% ABV. Oh, wait, is that right? Oh, no, I'm reading the wrong one. Hold on. Wait, I'm just trying to find the middle one. Where is it on this one? Am I crazy? Am I blind? Can I not read this correctly? Ah, okay. Bairin. That's the one that is 18% ABV. We're gonna drink this middle one. Mom made some, and about how wine can in fact go bad, not in the vinegar sense. So I would say, like, okay, so here's a little pamphlet, right? So these that I had were very I would say because that this one was probably like a baseline of a umeshu flavor, right? Is kind of how I would describe it. It's got the plum flavor, it's sweet, it goes great on the rocks, it's not super strong, you don't really taste the alcohol. The other one, which is not that one, I'm trying to find it on this stupid pamphlet. Yeah, because the left one is called Nomitsu, and that's this one. And then the second one is this one, which is Shiraume no Tsuyu. So it's like a, well, it's white plum basically. They make it out of a white plum. It had a much more gentle flavor profile than the other one, if that makes any sense. So we're gonna try this one because it's been sitting on my collection for a while, and I need to finally drink these dang things. I got these from a shop in Kyoto. So yeah. So if you don't know, again, umeshu is a Japanese plum wine, is typically what it's called. There's a very common brand called Choya that is which is you can easily find in most Asian supermarkets nowadays because it's popular to drink. And I actually did make my own container of umeshu. It's like my own homemade batch. It's sitting in my closet. It's been sitting there for the past 4.5 years. I never took out the plum, and now I think I have to throw that batch away. Because I'm scared to, like, drink it, because I don't know if it's been sitting in alcohol for, like, 4.5 years. I don't know if the alcohol prevents it from, like, spoiling, but I don't want to find out. So I might also find an alcohol brewing professional and be like, I need their honest opinion. You're supposed to remove it after a year. It's been there for 4. It probably is, like, if it's still fine, it's probably like the plummiest beverage around. Anyways, I prefer to drink this over ice because I actually find alcohol, I need to dilute it. I don't like drinking it straight as is. So we're gonna try my fancy beverage. I should be able to, I'm trying to keep the caps on as best as I can. Okay, I think I do need to remove the band though. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I wonder if the alcohol actually sterilized it, and if I just remove the plum or just strain it into another container, it's probably okay, right? How did I do it on the other one? Apparently on the other bottles, I did manage to keep the band on. Oh, wait, hold on. I think I'm doing it. Come on. There we go. If I can guarantee that it's still okay, I will gladly drink it on stream. Look at how, I just want to say, look at how beautiful the color of this beverage is. I mean, some of you might say it's piss colored, but I think it's actually quite nice. It's quite pretty. It's actually like really high. It's 18% ABV. So if I get a little, so if I have to end stream early, it's because I want to just kind of relax it off. Anyways, let's try this out, shall we? I will give you my professional notes of how it smells. Well, it's not carbonated, I'll tell you that much. Oh my god. Oh yeah, umeshu is like typically fairly high alcohol. I think my homemade batch is like 15% ABV. Something along those lines. Oh my god, can I not open this? Oh my god. Ow. Really strained opening this thing. Alright, there we go. Let me smell it. Ooh, that's this is probably the most alcohol-y smelling one out of that entire batch. Oh man. Let me take a sip. Oh damn, that is sweet. That is really sweet. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's try it over ice. I prefer this over ice because the water helps, or the ice helps dilute it. So I'm gonna leave a little bit at the bottom here without putting that in there all the way. People care about this type of like just watching me drink alcohol, or at least hearing my opinion. Actually, for an added bonus, I will consume this beautiful donut. We will become the Bao Baos, as the Fuomokos would say, the ruffians would say. It is a pondering-esque type donut, as you can see here. I like the little tagline, please spend a delicious and special time. Yeah. Consume within 2 days after thawing, sure. Alright, let's try this out. First of all, oh man. I think out of all the umeshu I've ever had, this is probably like the strongest one. Most umeshu is typically held around like 10, 12%, maybe 15. 18% is strong. This is pastry recommended microwave for 30 seconds. No, it's okay. I don't feel like going to the microwave. I think it'll be fine to eat as is anyways. Let's just start ripping it apart. I don't know where I got this cut on my hand. Alright. You like eating balls? Look at this beautiful dough ball. I need to find other music. This is gonna put me to sleep. I don't want my mouth preferred. Donut holes are pretty good, quite frankly. I do enjoy them every now and again, but I also am well aware that donuts are very unhealthy due to the amount of sugar that goes into it. It's basically just a giant carbohydrate bomb, and so I try to avoid it as much as possible. Now the thing about trying to find music is that a lot of the music I can't really use because, again, I don't want to get smacked with copyright again. What else we got? Rabbit and Steel full original soundtrack. I guess that's fine. We were listening to this the other day anyways. Whoever did the Rabbit and Steel OST did such a fantastic job. Alright. Or Steel Plus, that's what their name was. Hagane. Oh man. I am not used to drinking very strong alcohol, even at my own wedding. You know, as I'm allowed to have all the drinks that I could possibly want, and even still, I'm like, yeah, give me like half the liquor. I don't want all the liquor that they would normally put onto a beverage. I suffer a debuff when the Emerald Lake OST? No, I get stronger. I love that soundtrack so much. The Emerald Lake OST is so good. Where is it? I'm gonna listen to it. I was singing it in the car too. It's like my favorite track in the entire game. The fact that they got Ki-chan to do it is great. I actually got Ray this game too recently. That she too can suffer from rabbit existential crises. And it's actually a lot of fun when I was playing it with Ray. So where's the actual... Like, the lyrics version is just so good. I'm a sucker for any boss theme that includes lyrics like this, okay? And so the Rabbit and Steel one is definitely one of those that, you know, is just a prime example. Fluorescent rays, the light reflected in the waves. Clearly see your face. If only you'd... Yeah, I can't sing very loudly, otherwise I'd be able to sing this properly. Oh my god. It's so strong, I can't finish this. Not on stream anyways, probably. This is sung by a VTuber named Ki-chan. I believe their full name, VTuber name is Kitsui Akira. Here, I'll just link her profile. Here you go. Yeah, she's the one who sang this theme, and it's great. I love it. Like, legitimately, I think this is like the one theme I've listened to like a bajillion times, and I've had it like on loop like a couple times when I'm driving. Actually, you know what game I've been... You know what game I'm like legitimately considering re-downloading and playing again? And I hate to say this. Overwatch. I have been really tempted to re-download and play Overwatch again. I heard that one, they added like 5 new characters when they dropped the 2, and it's now just Overwatch forever. But apparently there's a permanent 6v6 queue now, so you never have to do 5v5s. I would actually play Overwatch in a 6v6 scenario. I would never play in a 5v5. That's kind of why I never bothered playing Overwatch 2. So I'm like, I'm legitimately considering it just because it seems like, oh my god, I can play Overwatch kind of like the way it used to be when it first came out. Oh, trust me, I already play enough toxic games. I probably don't need to play Overwatch. You know what I've been playing? I also play For Honor. For Honor is super toxic. I don't know why I still play it. It's not good for me. And yet here I am. 5v5 plus 1 DPS? What do you mean? It's not 2-2-2. It's 1-2-3. Oh man, I might actually have to just go to sleep after this. 1 tank, 3 DPS, and 2 support. Oh, that's kind of boring. That sounds bland. It's really hard to talk while I'm trying to chew on this thing. But yeah, I've been listening to like the Overwatch OST recently, including like the overtime themes, and rewatching all the cinematics. It's so crazy how good the Overwatch cinematics are. I wish they had kept making more of them. I for some reason I thought like their plan was to do at least one cinematic for every character. At least have every character at least be related to one cinematic. Am I still not a salt pile though? I don't know. That's a good question. But I think there's a couple characters where they never made a cinematic. I'm trying to remember like examples of that. Like, did they ever make a Zenyatta Cinematic? I don't think they ever made a cinematic for Zenyatta. I know, obviously, we have Tracer and Widowmaker, Talon, all that stuff. They're becoming more Eastern. Well, they're trying to appeal to the Asian market. Was there like one with Zenyatta, or am I imagining things? I feel like there wasn't. Maybe I missed it. I rewatched like Dragons like 3 times because it's such a good cinematic. I know there's the May one. Gotta appeal to China. I know there was also like that whole controversy with the new Chinese character that came out, and people are like, this character, why does she look like a diva? It's like diva face, right? Like how Fate has saber face, there's diva facing, where they just kind of copy how this character looks and just paste it onto the other character and all that. It's making my stomach feel funny. This is probably not good for me. Oh yeah, this is gonna be bad. Let's see. Oh my god, we could listen to the Balatro soundtrack for 20 minutes. The Balatro soundtrack, unironically, is so good, even though it's just like the same track. You're looking forward to Deadlock lore animatics as a result of Overwatch. Did they announce they're making animations for the Deadlock characters? I could see them doing it because it's, you know, they already have source filmmaker. They can definitely do it. Yes. Hello, Kahila. What's wrong, Kahila? I should finish this. Oh my god, that's so strong. This bottle's only 180 milliliters. Oh my god. All right, let's see what this is. Is this gonna get me in trouble? Let's see. You ever read about like the musical? You ever watch a video on like the breakdown of the music of Balatro? It's so interesting reading like how this song is basically done in like 7/4 tempo, which is such a weird bar to do things in. But they did 7 because, you know, it's supposed to be, you know, like the lucky number 7 because you're technically playing a gambling game. Actually, wait, I could have just been playing Balatro this whole time. I'm eating this donut. Wait, hold on. There's Balatro. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Can I put a Balatro? I haven't played Balatro in forever. Backpack battles. I haven't done that in forever either. But keep eating my stomach's rumbling. No, I'm gonna keep eating it. It's the alcohol. Alcohol makes my stomach feel funny. I don't drink alcohol very often for that very reason, because I know it makes my stomach feel weird. This is such a weird ball. It's actually not very sweet either. There's like not a lot of sugar in this. Yeah, there's like almost no sugar in this. I don't know. It's not as soft as I thought it was, but maybe it's because I didn't microwave it. I should have microwaved this, I think. What if I dip this in the alcohol? What if I dip it in the umeshu? Would it ruin it? Huh. It's not that bad. Actually makes it a little softer. You know, we need umeshu donuts. That's what we need. Someone needs to make umeshu donuts, and we'd be in a good world, a good society. Oh yeah, this is a good cover. I like this. Okay, I have finished all this. I do want to play some Helldivers at some point. Especially if we lost Cybersand, that's really unfortunate. The Helldivers weren't strong enough to survive. We'll need more Helldivers. I wonder what kind of content the devs had planned, but people just kept dying too much on Cybersand. To be fair, I think every time I played a Cybersand mission, I was doing it on at least 8 right? Every time the run, I did a run that was at 9 or 10, the mission always finished with like 0 reinforcements remaining every single time. Like Cyberstan was just like super, super hard. I lost so many friends in the war, man. I remember the bots that came in dropping their, oh, what are those giant things called? The Nexus thingy propaganda machines. I don't know. I can't remember what the heck they were called, honestly. But I remember they ate my friends. The Vox engines. I had to go in there, take my grenades and try to blow it up from the underside. But my friend had to distract them. And then they died. It was just me that survived. Like, legitimately, I think everything on Cyberstan wasn't actually that bad. I didn't mind the Fanatics either. It was legitimately just the Vox engines that were an issue. And one Vox engine is fine. It's when you're... 2 is a little rough, but it's when you're dealing with 3 or 4 Vox engines at the same time that it becomes a bit of a disaster. And that's why I struggled a lot on Cyberstan at higher difficulties. I think my sweet spot for playing Cyberstan was like 7. Because at 7 Vox engines spawn, but it's not that bad yet. At 8 and 9 and 10, it becomes ridiculous. Because I actually, like, I didn't have issues with cyborgs at all. I just ran around with the, I think it was a Trident, whatever the laser shotgun was. That thing carried me through Cyberstan, and it was great. Okay, so I finished this donut. Oh, man. I could stream for another hour, or I could probably just relax for the rest of the evening. Oh, I could drink this thing. Hold on, I have this. Do I want to drink my weird clam extract? I forgot I had this. I don't have anything cool to show, unfortunately, on stream. Like, I have a lot of stuff. Like, I bought some cool playmats recently, but I don't think people care about anime playmats. I found like HoloLive playmats as of late, so I was like, I bought them at the store. So now I got a Suisei playmat and a Pekora playmat, so now I can say I can bring the War Criminal to my local game store when I go play Magic or something like that. Oh, One Step from Eden, that's a good game. I kind of want to play One Step from Eden again, it's been a while. Yeah, I don't know. I feel bad because I never have anything... I never have anything planned for these types of streams because I'm just like, I never know what to do, honestly. What's celebrating? I barely celebrate my own birthday most of the time, quite frankly. I don't know. I celebrate by spending time with people I care about, like Ray, and that's about the extent of my crazy shenanigans that are ongoing for that. If you want to see the food that I ate, here, let me show you real quick the meal that I was able to eat with when I was for my actual birthday. Let me show you actual good food though. Hold on. When I went to go eat with Ray, we went to this nice restaurant, a little out of the way, but it was really tasty. I had this. This is called veal. It was a very nice, super thick veal chop, by the way, that they served with their wonderful veal pan sauce and veggies and onions. It was so good. Let me have a photo of the side cut. And I asked them to cook it rare because I like my meat rare. Like, if I'm eating a steak, I want that thing to move. Like, look at how beautiful that is. It was so thick and juicy with so much fat. If you don't know what veal is basically like a cow that's like only 16 like weeks old. It's barely a kid, and you're butchering it to turn into food, and it was amazing, and I have zero regrets eating that veal. Oh yeah, and then Ray had this risotto, like a nice lobster risotto. type thing, something that even Gordon Ramsay would be proud to serve in his kitchens. Also, we had a metric ton of mussels because I like mussels, and so I was like, oh, that looks really good, and I saw it on the appetizer menu. Oh no. So it was very tasty and very yummy, and that's what we ate. That veal was just so good though. If you ever get a chance to try veal, I recommend it. My options basically were, do I want to eat a 16-ounce ribeye or a bone-in veal chop? And I was like, the bone-in veal chop sounds a little different. I thought for some reason I thought veal was lamb. I was wrong. It's very much beef. If you don't know what veal tastes like, imagine you're eating a steak, but like a beef steak, but it's, instead of tasting like stronger, it's a lot less beefy in flavor and a lot less gamey. It's a lot more mellow in the beef taste. So you really do need kind of like a bit of a pan sauce to help strengthen the flavor of it. Otherwise, like a normal steak, you can kind of get away with just salt and pepper and it'd be perfectly fine, if that makes sense. That's what we ate for my actual birthday meal, and not the actual whatever I just ate, green vomit pesto dish. It definitely was a thing to eat, huh? Yeah. I don't know. And then tomorrow I'll find something nice. Tomorrow I do plan on streaming like RimWorld again. We're going back to RimWorld and the Soviet Union workers and resources train thing. We're gonna start on the earliest timeline and just see how far I can get in that in one stream. Maybe we'll do a second stream of it, and then we'll do we'll either do Menace or a vote game on Thursday. I do want to do at least one more stream of Menace. I want to see what the fourth faction is, and I'm pretty sure we're very close to unlocking it. I want to know what is the actual threat that people keep talking about. I'm not gonna lie, I've seen people already talk about it, so I generally have an idea what it is already, but I haven't actually seen screenshots. I've only seen people talk about it. I've avoided spoilers this entire time, and I feel powerful for doing so. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. That's essentially the plan for the week and whatnot. Anyways, let's see here. Let's see. Okay, that's probably fine. All right. So, hope you enjoyed watching me consume this MRE. I had fun eating it. It wasn't the best thing I've ever eaten. It definitely was a thing I ate. And there is a mild form of regret from consuming it. But you know what? That's how it works in this realm of consumption, right? Oh well. Maybe the US government will take lessons from what I have said, and maybe they will make slightly better food in the future. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Anyways, I think I am probably just gonna go relax for the rest of the night because I have to go clean up after all this stuff that I ate. Yeah, so I'm gonna end stream a little early today, and we'll return tomorrow. We'll rate interest tonight. I think interest is having fun playing some River World, and tomorrow we'll be back to River World. I think this is actually gonna be our first like full 4-day stream week in like forever, so it'll be nice. See, of course I'd rather have more flavorful. I would like more flavorful food, you're right. Anyways, thank you comrades for joining me on this very kind of low effort birthday stream. It'd be nice to do something a little more high effort next year. There were some things that I had planned to do, but unfortunately I just got really busy with various oral surgeries and recoveries and whatnot that it kind of interrupted my plans. And hopefully we'll get the Christmas album out either this month or next month. Now that I'm mostly done with all of my oral shenanigans at this point, it's just mostly just maintaining my care regimen for my mouth stuff. And we'll return tomorrow, comrades. Thank you for joining on this MRE consumption stream. Don't ever eat this MRE. It's really bad. Okay, good night, everyone. Say hi to Interest, who's playing a River World. Goodbye. And I'll be back tomorrow. Rest well, and I don't know. I'm gonna play 14 or something. I'm probably gonna play Battlefield, honestly. Okay, good night.